Thank you so much. Thank you, Mark, for all your leadership and friendship. I understand the Long Island bus and the Montauk bus is not here yet, but any New Yorkers out there? Any? All right, good. Thank you. So obviously we are here on our lobby day to make sure that you are heard by Washington, that you are heard by those responsible for passing laws. For too long, the voice of our fishermen has fallen on deaf ears here in Washington. So your presence here today means so much because it means that it sends a strong message to Congress and the administration that Americans fishermen will keep fighting to see meaningful reform in our nation's fishing laws and regulations. On Long Island and across the country, fishing has been a way of life for generations. But more than a way of life, it is a major economic driver for so many of our communities. From Montauk, Long Island to Hunts Point Market in New York City, fishing in America means jobs. It means hundreds and millions of dollars in economic output every single year. I've met with and heard from men and women of the commercial and recreational fishing industries who want nothing more than just a fair shake, respect, the opportunity to do the job that they love so dearly. And I've met with small business owners of bait and tackle shops who rely on these industries for their survival. I've met with restaurant owners who want nothing more than to offer the locally caught fish. The livelihoods of all these businesses and families rely on a system that unfortunately is currently broken. Due to arbitrary and outdated laws and regulations, the fishing industry today is in danger of vanishing forever, and our fishing ports are threatened with extinction. If we are going to stop this decline, we need real reform of the Magnuson-Stevens Act that provides fishermen with a relief from the burdensome regulations that have cost billions of dollars in lost revenue and wages. This effort goes hand in hand with our efforts to promote healthy ecosystems, protect and replenish fish stocks along the coast. After all, the fishing industry depends on maintaining a healthy fish population. But when we're making decisions that affect an entire industry and an entire region's economy, these decisions should be based on science and fact-based analysis, not arbitrary, inflexible timelines set by bureaucrats hundreds of miles away. I have heard from fishermen and anglers from across Long Island about the current policies that are crippling their ability to make a living and carry on the proud tradition that's been passed down from generation to generation. And it's not just the fishermen who are hurting, but entire communities that have been built up to sustain this industry that are currently experiencing devastating effects. Congress must act. And I'm working to pass the legislation we need, the Flexibility in Rebuilding American Fisheries Act. Changing the arbitrary deadline will go a long way to keeping our fishermen in business and support our families and communities that rely on this industry. Our fishermen are working hard to earn just their fair share. They deserve a fair shake. Thank you for coming to Washington to make sure your voices are being heard. I will continue to fight for you as hard as I fight for my own family. Thank you so much.